shoot. Hello, folks, and welcome to Neil of the North. I'm Neil Johnson. The device orientation is locked, it said. So this is my old plow truck. This is a 1996 3/4 ton 350 Chevy Cheyenne base model. I've got a good dash in here, and I've got the Vortec heads on this engine. So I need some of you motor heads out there to help me out with this. But look at this thing. Okay, so this thing's gonna go to the salvage yard, okay? But it's not gonna go as it is because I've got some other things going on. I've got this, for those who don't know, I picked up this new Suburban. Well, it's not new, it's new to me, but it's not new at all. Whoa, it's slippery out here. Hey, you know, it's warm here in Minnesota today. We're up at, I just checked, it's like 15 degrees with a little wind. We've been below zero nonstop, so this is pretty exciting. I don't even need a coat. Anyway, so check this out. This is my Suburban. Some of you have seen this already. It's got these big Mutter tires, so I'm gonna tell you the first thing I'm gonna do is get rid of those. And I ordered these Falcon Wild Peak AT 3W or ATW3. But anyhow, the body on this is in good shape, so I'm going to use this as the vehicle. This can be my hunting rig. Hey, who's on here? I see Adam. Adam, good morning. So check this out. This thing is a 93. It's a 93 Chevy Suburban, and the problem is this one does not have Vortec heads. So I want to switch the motor. The interior is lousy. Let me show you. It's pretty bad. Oh man, it's frozen up. The door's frozen by ice chunks. Hold on. Let's try this door. This is Minnesota, okay? So here we are inside the vehicle. Like, let me show you these seats. See this? They're just lousy. And the dash is cracked up there. The headliner is all down. See this? Headliner's just terrible. So I've got to redo the headliner. I've got to do, this thing's gonna be a project, okay? I'm gonna paint it with Raptor liner. It's got just a couple rust spots here, but you can see, I mean, the body's clean on this. It's not rusty. I went out to Colorado and picked this up. But I'm gonna go inside because my phone will die because it doesn't like the cold weather. 15 degrees, it's not that cold. But anyhow, so the deal is, what I need advice on, and I really need you guys to help me out with, is it's a big deal switching these engines around. And the reason is because on the 96, it's OBD2. On the 93, it's OBD1. For those who aren't familiar, that's just the engine computer system, the ECMs on these. So they're totally different. Now, I can do one of a couple things. This is where I really need your advice. I can change out the Vortec heads onto the 93 engine because it's the same. It's a Chevy small block 350. But I'm going to run into two things. One, if I swap those heads, then I'm maybe going to have to mill that. And I don't want to pay to have it milled, so I'm better off than keeping that other engine. But the manifolds won't match up. So there's a deal here, and those of you who are into these older Chevys know this. I've got a two-port fuel injection system on the 93, and it's a single port on the 96, but has more flow. So it'd be ideally better to have that, but then I would have to swap out the entire wiring harness and the dash. So the question is, can I take the dash off that truck because it's the same body style, but it's different dash? How's that gonna mount up in the 93? So for anybody who's done this, so there's that problem to solve. And then, or do I just swap the heads? And then yeah, please do smash the like button. But the other thing, and yeah, share this around. I really need help with this. I've looked on so many forums right now, people. I mean, I've learned some stuff. I talked to Richard Holdner yesterday. Yeah, I called Richard Holdner up. If you guys don't know who he is, he's kind of he's got a big YouTube channel. He's got, I believe he's an editor or a writer or whatever at Muscle Mag or something like that. Anyways, the guy knows all kinds of stuff. But he said the limiting factor there is that throttle body injection. Now, he always switches out to cars, but I don't want to switch to cars because I'm going from Minnesota, which is almost at sea level, up into the mountains to hunt. Also, I like the advantages of the fuel injection system in other ways too. No adjustments, just a little easier. And it has the potential for better fuel economy. So I'm trying to figure this all out. Now, you can take the throttle body off a 454 and put it on there, but then that involves more. So I'm trying to figure out, because air fuel mixture is a big thing on getting these more power out of the engine. And what I'm looking for, so the 93 is really doggy. Oh, sorry, Voodoo, I'm talking too fast. But the 93 engine, I'll slow down, is really doggy, okay? It's because the heads have no flow. because of exhaust manifold, because of just numerous things, okay? But the 96 has those vortex heads and produces more power. So I need to create better airflow through the engine. I need to create a better air fuel mixture because I just want to be able to. I don't like hanging out in the the left lane, and I'm always passing people. Okay, so I end up passing people, and I don't want to hang out there. So I want something that has, at the upper end, just the ability to move out and around. I also want a little bit better low end torque. Now I am going to change the cam. I'm totally. Well, that's the thing, Adam. I'm trying to find out. This is the question. So Adam asked, so are you using the 96? I'm stripping that thing down, and I will haul it off to the remnants of it to the scrapyard. But I'm going to keep the parts that I can off that. The question is, do I just swap the motor from the 96, but then I have to swap the entire electrical system to the computer, so the entire wiring harness and all of that? Or do I just swap the heads off the 96 onto the 93, but I don't want to have to go mill it and do all that nonsense. I'm willing to put new rings in there, and I watched a great video on that the other day. But anyways, I've never done this before. I've never torn into an engine. I'm also, going to be swapping the transmission. Yeah, the harness needs to be swapped. So the question is, do I go that route, or do I just change out the heads? Yeah, so Digger throws in a blue crate engine would be easier. Of course it'd be easier, but that's not what I'm looking to do. I'm not looking for easy. I've got a project here, and this is going to be a homeschool project. I'm going to teach my kids all about cars and engines, and I want to dig into it so that they know, we're coming up on it. Look at it. We can't get the chips for the cars now, right? So people are waiting for cars. So seriously, take a worst case scenario. What happens if the, world goes to heck in a handbasket and you can't get these chips, okay? So Adam says the dash should transfer to the 93, and that's the big question because I've actually been on the GM truck forum, and the dash, it sounds like will transfer, but it sounds like it's a hassle. I'm not sure. It should transfer though, and then I can just transfer the wiring harness right into that. But it involves changing out a lot of. I do like the instrument cluster better in the 96 as well because it has a tachometer, which I don't have in the 93, and I really like a tach. There's just a lot of considerations, and I'm looking for people's best. So please leave your comments below with the best information. It's the same body style, yeah, but a different dash, Adam. So does that mount then exactly the same, and does it mount the same to the other interior body molding parts? Because I'm going to have to change the carpet in this. I've got to change the headliner. I've got to change the front seats. And I want to put in, you guys got any ideas for me on this? I want to put in, I don't know if I'm going to do 2 buckets with a console or 2 buckets with a jump seat. I am totally going to bring you along on this journey, Voodoo. This is going to be a series, and I'm also going to, my hope is to talk about how God can restore us in that whole process of restoration. And then, so it does mount, Adam says it mounts exactly the same. So that's easy then. I can just pull the dash. Then it makes sense to just, what I'm getting out of this then is it would make sense just to take the 96 engine and the harness and just swap the harness, the dash, and the entire engine. Okay? So I think that's maybe what I'll do then to that point. That would definitely be the thing. But yeah, we are a project as people. But you take the interior, you take care of the, the main things first, right? Because a car, it doesn't matter how good it looks if it can't run. So I want to, talk about that and, just the process of restoration, how God restores us, how we can be rebuilt. When you're restoring things, motor should have the same mounts. Thanks, Adam. Adam knows some stuff. Adam, you're going to be important in this. KSR Performance and Fab, he's in Florida, has a channel named above. He'll be able to tell you all you need to know. Dave Vincent, so a great comment there. You guys are great. Yeah, so the inside, what's inside us, like Jesus talked about the Pharisees, washing the cup, but really it's what's inside the heart that's so important. And so it's what's inside the vehicle that causes it to run. The outside's just show. So you could have just a beastly looking thing, and it would be a better vehicle than something that looked really good. I'm going to actually make this thing look good. I'm going to order up some big steel bumpers. We're going to have a lot of fun on this project. This project is going to be start to finish. It's going to be from tires to engines to all of that stuff. So, Kevin, he might not be too busy. I mean, I talked to Richard Holdner on the phone the other day. He got a big YouTube channel, and he's into engines. In fact, I'm going to have him on the show. We're going to interview. We're going to talk about throttle body. But that's the big thing then, is how do I bump up that air fuel mixture? What do I do with the throttle body system? Now, I guess you can use the base of the, cool to know, Adam. Adam, we need to get in touch off channel. I'd love to get in touch with you more. I'd love to get your email address and communicate with you. But the, what was I going to say here? I guess you can use, thanks, Julie, the base of the 454 throttle body while still maintaining the other throttle body, and that will increase airflow. That was something that Richard Holdner mentioned to me. So, that was actually the guy at Howell Performance. So I've been calling people. I've been talking to some of the right people. Really, Jim, you're a retired Pontiac GMC tech, so maybe you can help me. I need to increase the flow on the throttle body, and I do not want to put in a carburetor. There's reasons for all that. It'd be a long explanation, but with the throttle body, I want to be able to use that. So Jim, I would appreciate if you want to leave your email too. I'll reach out to you. But I'm trying to figure out how to increase the flow rate because the air fuel mixture will make a big difference. I just want that more passing power. OBD2 can be adjusted with plug and play control, which means I don't have to, reburn the chip, which is really big too, because with the OBD1, you've got to get a new chip burn and put that in and all this kind of stuff. So all of that's important. And these are all things that I'm on the journey of learning. I've been just digesting these videos lately because this is something I'm going to teach, this whole process too, so they know how to make do and that type of thing. So I will be taking you along on this journey. It's going to be a complete rebuild. It's going to be the interior, the exterior, and the engine, drivetrain, all of that. It's and then I'm going to have a winch and big bumpers and roof rack, all this kind of cool stuff. I got big plans for this truck, so it's going to be a lot of fun. So Holley does make that throttle body system, but I don't want to spend $1,500 on it. Part of this is I want to do this in an affordable fashion to show people how to make do. Right? I want to show people how to make do. Like if times get really rough, how do you make do? That's why I've got this old 96 truck that's not serving me anymore because it rusted out and the manifold, and there's just a whole host of issues on it. So how do I'm going to yank from that vehicle and apply it to the other vehicle, the one I just picked up, so I can show people, you've got this stuff around, you can do this. I want to show people that they can do this and how they can make do with what they have, so that if times get rough, times get tough, they can keep on keeping on. So, but that is can update the CPU if needed to Holley it up. They have their own setup. Okay, exactly. But hook up with a dealership or shop. Let me see. That can update the CPU if needed or Holley it up. They have their own setup. Got it. Understood. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I've got a friend who's got the whole thing that can reprogram, so that won't be a big issue. But, anyways, that's it. This is the journey. Please follow along. I need your help. I seriously do need your help. All right. I love y'all. If any of you want to reach out to me with your email, I will get back. I love y'all. Peace out. Oh, here. In fact, I'll just give you mine if you want to send me an email. neilofthenorthwoods@gmail.com. neilofthenorthwoods@gmail.com. If you have something specific to this project, I would love to know more and be able to keep in touch with you, those with special knowledge.